Welcome. Well, there's not going to be game development, but hope you guys are in for. Hope all of you are in for a surprise. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. God damn it! Welcome to Horsey Poop Park. Oh, how it has changed. Hello, Mr. Mr. Garden area. What's this? A restroom area where you can go to the bathroom. Well, not really. It's just there for show. The outdoor cafe thing that I promised would be there. What else did I change? What else did I add in? Oh yeah, I added another store. Say hello to Goals, Guns, and Guts. That's going to be a teleporter that can teleport you to other portions of the overworld when,
Well, is it going to be like there's another teleporter, like, for a set path, or is it just take you to low points?
No, it'll take you to other Ghouls, Guns, and Guts locations.
Oh, okay. So it's only located in that shop. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. And I didn't do much with Bobby Francis yet.
But wait. But you have the transporter, but you're only doing a demo thing, so there's not going to be another gun store right to transport.
No, no. This is like final.
It's just giving people a peek and shit, and like, here's unlock shit, but you know that's there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doug, I thought you said no game development. It's just I'm just moving one fucking component. Yeah, but now you've shown off this. Well, yeah, you do realize that, like, if you've ever played Bloodstained Ritual of the Night or whatever, that the save rooms are blueprint actors. Of course they do that. So yeah, rather than copying this entire shtick like a bunch of times, just have a blueprint and then plop it in multiple locations. That goes with Bobby Francis Boutique. That's a blueprint. That's a blueprint actor. Anyway, so that being said and done, is there anything else that I added in here that I wanted to? Not yet. But yeah, I started showing this off to.
Wait. Was that a lake just with one random sailboat in it? That seems like.
Oh no, I'm gonna put another boat in here, but like you can't go in the water. You can't go in the water.
Like, but how the fuck did they get the boat there?
Fine, I'll take a boat. I'll take a boat. There. Now they're taken out.
Yeah, because I'm just kind of like it's a nice lake and everything, but it's not big enough for that. Like, if you had just a rowboat, I could see it, because you could just put that shit on the shore. But you had an actual sailboat in a small ass pond.
Yeah. I don't know why I put that there.
Pirates can be where they want to be.
Captain, I thought you were like, because I emailed you. You never, like, I texted you. You never texted back, so I figured, oh, okay.
Well, I was kind of outside mowing the lawn, and then I got the message that the call was just happening, so.
Oh, okay. Well, oh yeah, I added that Why did I put that knight statue there?
It's weird, because it's like, it's not big, but you have a different one, so you have other statues there too, right? I see another one.
No, they're all knight statues. I mean, I can make them different.
No, it's fine. Like, it makes more sense that you're trying to go for aesthetic, I guess.
Well, yeah, because seeing as how, Captain, you're here, I'll tell you both this. I'm going the full Breath of the Wild route. They're not gonna know. All I'm gonna show them is the basic controls. They ain't gonna know shit. They have to like go out and explore and shit.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait, so, like, are you still doing that radio thing, or?
Yeah, we're still doing the radio bits.
So how would that? Because do you have to be in the car for that, or
they have to be in the car / strength suit / giant robot / aircraft. Again, the latter of which, other than your car, the strength suit and shit, they're not going to be in the demo. What is going to be in the demo is that knight costume, the SWAT costume, the Dark Wizard costume, and yeah. So I wasn't working on the SWAT, I did kind of work on the SWAT costume somewhat, But let me show. So I'll show you what I got. Be prepared. I kind of pulled the fast one on all of you. That is the mega guy. That is the mega dude. The mega dude. Obviously, I'm switching colors.
I thought he had wheels on his shoulder, like a weird ass like ghetto shoulder pads or some shit.
Well, those are, in all honesty, hold on. Those are just placeholders for turrets. Like I'm gonna find another turret another set of turrets to put on him. But there's a reason.
To put on the shoulder, can you not do like the hand? Like he lost his hand, and his hand's just like a Tommy gun or some shit, or like like heavy arms from Gun and Wings or some shit. Because I really feel like this is gonna give him a lot of back problems in the future. But I guess we're not making that game.
Well, there is something else I gotta show you. Hold on. Is it the F key? Yes, it's F. Wait, is it F? Yes. Wait.
I like how he has caution tape on his back. Like, who's he cautioning?
Well, the thing is, if that's just part of the color scheme. If I hit 2, that thing transforms along with it. Now I have to hit 4, and now I'm controlling this thing. I just
what the fuck is that? Is that like is that like one of those? What was it when they had Transformers, but they were doing Beast Wars? We had Optimus Prime as the gorilla.
Oh no, dude! Don't you? Well, that Mega Guy. That's its Robo Dog. That's Dog Mech.
Dog Mech. That's a big ass dog. Like it doesn't even look like a dog.
Well, it's Dog Mech. Well, get it? Like Mega Man, Rush, Dog Mech. That's Dog Mech.
But that seems more like Dog Mech if Rush had the elephant syndrome. If he was like Elephant Man.
Well, keep in mind, Rush didn't actually change colors along with you. So obviously, there's going to be powers associated. The attacks will change based on the color scheme. Thing is, though, you can actually directly control it. Now, I'm going to set the AI to the point where, like the Orbots, they'll be able to. I don't think you'll be fighting Orbots in
the robot mech, because if you change to that, what happens to your main body? Is it sitting there like unconscious and shit? Because I always wondered that, like when people did that, hey, I can take control of another person's body, but then what happens to your body? Like it's the most vulnerable fucking thing in the world, right?
Well,
usually you hide your body somewhere before you do that.
Yeah, but I mean, but that would definitely limit how far you can actually control someone if you have to be also like, I need to hide my body, but I also have to be in a certain proximity to control them,
Well, here's the thing, and seeing as how all three of us are here, I guess I can do some game development. Here's the thing, though. While the Orbots yes, they're in that one story mission. Like, I fully intend to use the Orbots outside of the story mission, in other story missions, but the thing is, I'll make it so that if the Orbots will scan to see if you're actually in the dog mech. So then, instead of like saying, "Oh, okay, the dog mech's being possessed. Looks like his body's vulnerable. Let's go shoot up the body."
That's what I would do in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Real life shit. If I saw those happenings in the dog mech, like kill the guy, take the keys to the car, and go drive away from the dog mech, right? Like,
I mean, makes sense.
Yeah.
Does the dog mech follow you if you're driving in a car, or it just pops up?
I'll have it so that way the dog mech. Well, I mean, like I can. That's not gonna be much of an issue. But like I'll probably just teleport the dog mech out, or at least and then it's like what I did with when you first go into the car. Just teleport them. Just teleport the character out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if you could combine them like Voltron, like car combined with dog mech. We are car mech.
Anyway, let's at least get some of the firing functionality out of the way. Where is the fire event? Okay, it's right here. So now I gotta make
And the dog mech doesn't fire. We just go around biting people.
No, well, like I said, I just started making these two. It was like yesterday. God, because yesterday and the day before were such pains in the ass while I was working on Horsey Poop Park / updating grades and shit. Worse still, and I intend to bring this up in the fucking goddamn Slab Lounge, because oh my god, do I have grievances against UCSD right now. Like, I'm still working for them. Long story short, they sent me. They put me for tutoring work. Well, I mean, like, this one person needed help with tutor stuffs, but it was a total.
Like, it wasn't a tutor. It's like, how the fuck did you get to this class?
It's like, no, it's so like I saw the curriculum firsthand. They didn't get me the curriculum until like that Friday, and that day that I was actually tutoring, and then I heard all of the students basically air out all their grievances, and I'm looking at the curriculum, and I'm like, they're making you learn all this in such a short amount of time. No wonder all of you are failing. I feel so bad. No, it's... Look, I don't...
I mean, I get what you're saying, but just the statement of it.
Yeah.
But, okay, so here's the silver lining. Did you tell... The silver lining is they graded a curve. So if you all...
No, they're not doing a grade curve. As far as I know, the teacher's not doing a grade curve, and that's...
Oh, that's
the
worst.
I am all types of pissed.
You can't have a hard class and not have a grade curve. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, because I learned that, like, the saddest thing when I was doing engineering at UCSD is realizing that all these engineers should be failures, and yet they're out there and we're driving on their bridges. We're riding their elevators.
Yep.
Without batting an eye. And I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to the Trader Joe's over here by the UTC area, that parking lot, but I'm like, that was definitely designed by a grad from SCSU.
Okay, bombers. I mean, Jesus. Anyway, let me, content, let me hit, particle systems. So I gotta find that fireball one. But yeah, it was really bad. I feel so, like, I'm gonna call her tomorrow, like, during my break.
Like the tutor or the guy who gave you the tutoring job?
The lady who gave me the tutoring job, because, like, I was recommended, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, it's C++. C++ is my jam. And I basically have to be like, look, the only way I can, if you want, there's a difference between me too. I'm gonna basically have to do their homework in order for them to pass. I'm not that kind of person.
You're like, I am going to have to teach the class and be the class.
Pretty much. I mean, it's bad. Like, look, I know what this means, because I'm basically putting my tutoring gig in jeopardy, because, like, if they're paying me $50 an hour, and I'm basically gonna go to them and be like, you're doing this bullshit on them, to my to the boss, and, like, yeah.
You know what you should do? That's what they did in all of our other classes that were, like, kind of hard, but they had the TAs and shit, and they basically was like, hey, these are our TA hours, come here, we'll give you help with some work and shit. So the people who were smart, we go there, and they basically just did the homework for us on the board, and we just all copy it as a group. Like, it was group cheating all together. We were all in it together. And you need to get all these tutor people together and just be like, here's one thing, let's go do this homework shit. Here's on the board on that shit. Just copy that shit down. If you learn it, you learn it. If you don't, you don't. Move on.
It's raunchy. It's raunchy.
And that's what they do in UCSD. The problem with UCSD is they're all about book learning. It's all theoretical. That's why it's hard. Everyone who go out of UCSD is so hard when you hit the real world, when you have to actually do actual fucking shit, you know? Mm-hmm. So, like, if they're going to play it that way, like, stupid games win stupid prizes. Here we go.
Well, I mean, I
mean, because this person, she's going to learn it. Like, this is not the end all, the be all, last class or whatever. So, like, they're going to learn other shit.
Well,
there's always
it kind of is. It kind of really is, though. Here's the problem. See, they're exchange students that are here, and their sponsors are not happy. So, and they're basically here on a scholarship. So if they fail that class, they lose their scholarship, and all types of hell's gonna break loose. So, and she was desperate as shit. And I'll show you guys. I'll show you to the email, like off camera. But oh my God, was she desperate as a motherfucker?
How much longer is this class? Like, when's their finals? Because it's kind of like, did it just start? Because it feels like this is the last second you're trying to ask me for a tutor.
Yeah, no, they told this, they said like, oh, by the way, this class has been going on since April. It ends on June 3rd. So we expect you to, like, help out. When I first started, I was like, oh, okay, looks like they're desperate. I'm sure it's not like the end of the world. I'm looking at their assignments. I'm like, dude, you are a Nazi to, like, give these assignments to the fucking,
And the worst part about
it's way too advanced concept. If this was like spaced out over like a regular semester, I'd buy that. That would make sense. That's fine. But
it's 10 weeks for the quarter, right? So they're past their midterms, and then I remember for C++, the problem with it was every assignment, if you didn't get the previous assignment, the next one builds on the previous one. So you're basically fucked the entire time, right?
Yeah. Like, they are so...
Because they're past midterm, right? Because they said June.
Yeah, it's past
the midterm. So they just had the midterm, right? So they have like one more project and a final? For this... Like, how are they going to get the grades up? Did they tell you how they're breaking down the grades since we're not doing a curve?
Well...
Like, what's the grade now?
For this particular class, it's all... The grades are based entirely on homework, which is fine. That's cool.
That's fine. So the project
in this case scenario,
right?
That makes sense because you don't want to have like a lot of, how do I put this? Like, you don't want to do written tests in like a C++ class unless you absolutely fucking have to. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because you want to see the practical application of them in the homework. Because that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the concepts of, for instance, like they like week 5 they're on right now, right? They're like, you're learning pointers and dynamic memory allocation, so you have to use the new keyword. And I'm like, what? First of all, pointers themselves are like, you need that's a whole class session in and of itself, because pointers can be fucking confusing as shit, especially when you're trying to get the syntax properly. When you're trying to say, okay, how do I do memory? How do I get the memory address again? And then on top of that, they want them, like this week they have to learn pointers, function pointers, class pointers, even though they haven't started learning classes yet, or structs. And then
wait, what?
Yeah, it's this entire. It is so like I was legit infuriated when I saw like.
Wait, are you sure this is a course where it didn't have another prerequisite course, but they didn't take it because maybe they transferred in or something?
It sounds like they're trying to fast track a course that you can't fast track.
Exactly.
That's basically what they're thinking. Like, oh, it's just it's not the same as Python where you can kind of condense it and probably push through a little bit. C++, no. There's a lot of things you have to go over in detail before you can even go over minor things.
Yeah.
Right. So that's weird, because like 10 weeks, because especially if it's going to be a condensed class, did they give you, are you sure, did they give you whatever book they're learning from or out of?
I saw they didn't even give me the book, but I saw the book. It's ridiculously thick, and apparently the instructor, he's one of those assholes that basically says, read the book, and then copy it down. And he doesn't do a lecture. The guy sounds like a complete and total dick.
Just like, read these 5 chapters by the next time I see you in 2 days.
Yeah, and the thing
that
is,
reminds me of my atrocious programming teacher, because anytime I had a question, if anybody else in the class did know what it was, then he'd just move on and wouldn't care, and then he'd never fully explain anything. So then even if I knew something was wrong, I didn't know specifically why it was wrong because he'd never go over it.
Oh my god, it is so it's so
and that's why you have to
fucking
rely on
infuriating,
good
man.
TAs. Good
It is
TAs
so
who know that
infuriating.
their professors are pieces of shit.
I bet you that professor in quotation, in air quotes, has like fucking tenure or some shit.
Oh, he definitely has tenure. If he's at UCSD pulling this bullshit, yeah.
Yeah.
I was not happy. Like,
But then
not
again,
happy at all. Like I said, I'd call and like let them know what happened, and like let my boss know, like be like, hey, what the fuck? But like even some of my students, they were just all like, dude, they're not gonna listen to you because we've been saying this shit for the past month now. And I'm like, is there anything? And I'm like, I literally said, do you want me to actually give you a lecture to help understand the material, or would you rather just me help with your homework? And they're so like, one of them literally said, dude, one of the students, they literally said, I wish you were teaching the class, but help us with our homework. Because, like, the way the tutoring sessions are broken down is, the way it's broken down is, like, they have to, Jesus Christ, why is it so hard for me? It's supposed to be an hour long, and I'm there from 3:30 to 7:30, and I was all like, look, everyone, stay until 7:30. And, like, when they did, I was like, just come in at, when the other students came in, like, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, etc., I was like, just come at 3:30, all of you. And then I will do my best to basically help you all. But, like, and I promise you I'm going to call up my boss and have a chat with her because it is shit.
It's gonna be shitty, but you know what? The silver lining you gotta think about this is this seems like a class that they're forcing on UCSD students, and UCSD doesn't care. They're gonna keep doing it. So you need to get in at the beginning of every. I don't know. Do they teach this every quarter or whatever? But whenever they teach it, you be outside that classroom when they have it, and you just be like, "Here, tutoring. You're gonna need it. Here, tutoring. Hand it to everyone. Make that money."
I get the frustrations in that because it's the whole. Now you got to battle the system that you know damn well isn't going to change, and
but the
only way that it would change is you'd have to get tenure yourself, and by that point you're going to still end up having to do the way they want it done, which you can't do, and it's a whole. And
I
so,
think
like, if the students are already at a point where they're over it, then
you still have to go
you're
to a
kind of
board to
just
change
stuck.
curriculums, right? Like you can't just change your curriculum without approval.
No, no.
You'd have to go through, like, even if you were going to adjust it, he'd have to go through every bit of the material, readjust it, and it would still have to fit the particular criteria that the district wants. You can't just pull how you want it. They'll say, oh, you have to word it like this, or you can't bring this up, or he'd need almost a whole semester to get a semester plan approved.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, honestly, the faster rate would be for you, Doug, to go through this and redesign the course for a better way to teach them. And then you use the fact that you're using these tutor with these people as proof of concept. And then if he has tenure, he probably fucking doesn't care unless he just has a fucking ego on him.
Dude,
that or just make some, like, study type recording videos for them on the side that they can
like
just
YouTube.
run to whenever they need touch-ups, because then that way you can go over it and you don't have to talk to each one. There'll be a reference that they can go back to that you did go over it.
Yeah, you should do that YouTube thing, get some subscribers and stuff, and then send them your way for the slap rounds.
Oh,
you know?
dude, no. I have to stay away from that. I actually have to stay away.
You don't want the school to
they
get
found
in.
me beforehand. Like, UCSD found us. In fact, I brought this up when Captain was doing Sky at 5. When we were talking, when I was talking, and like how that veiled threat went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was back then. I was kind of like, at some point, we might need to split that into its own separate channel so they don't have reason to gripe about it. But yeah, no, they eventually found it and kind of They made the statements that you would make to be like, be wary of what you're finna do.
Oh yeah, they're basically
They did it big enough that it's like it's not a threat, but it's enough to be like, we're aware of what's going on. Are you sure you want to proceed?
Yeah, pretty much. Like how it worked was when they came to me for their Android Java programming class, right?
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, hey, we also know about Mad Hen House. Are you?" Oh no, I straight up went into defensive mode. I was like, "No, Mad Hen House is a failure. It doesn't exist anymore." Oh, okay, good. That's good to hear. And I was just like, "Shit." In fact, it was so bad that I basically had to say like all the tutorials had to go on a 2-month hiatus because like the tutorials that I've been posting, that's technically promoting the competition, and they can fire me for it.
Yeah.
Not to mention,
that's why I was like, it's a thin line he has to kind of tread if it gets brought up.
Wait, you don't have tenure?
No.
I know. It's funny. it's like you don't have tenure. It's like, yeah, I have tenure, but I'm working at Goodwill for my health.
Good Lord, if I had tenure,
this would be a whole
one of the main
different
reasons.
thing.
Like, first of all, it's what? First of all, it's sexy as hell to put on your resume that you work for UCSD. That's one of the reasons why I want to keep the job. Second, I actually do enjoy it. Third, I'm still part of UCSD's retirement plan. I'd be retarded if I wanted to give that up.
Oh yeah, no, you get that 401k, you get that rollover. Do they match?
Huh?
Do they match? UCSD, do they match your retirement plan like a 401k?
Oh, not really. Well, actually, you know what? I don't know.
If they do, it probably is under the tenure, though.
Maybe, but we should find that shit out because like companies, Biologist and stuff, they match 5% for every contribution we make in our 401k. So I did that. Like, it was no brainer.
Because I would think they would apply that premium type of perk to tenure, but if you're on their staff poll, I would think they would assist, but not be like, we're going to do that part because we don't know how long you're going to be here yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why
you can check and see. I'm willing to bet that they have it offered, but it's probably after a significant amount of time or them being locked in.
That, or like I said, they might just be, if you pay into it, we'll match it. But if you don't do anything, we're not going to do anything.
Yeah. I mean, I've had some jobs where I didn't even know there was a retirement plan until I happened to go through like the original manual randomly because I was bored. And I'm just like, what? Yeah. Like sometimes they'll not even tell you. It'll be sitting right there, and they'll just be like, if you don't say anything, we don't have to do anything. So yeah.
Exactly. That's why I think they might have
thing.
one. That's why I think they might have one, because UCSD is big enough that I think they might have one. They might have time, like limits of how long you have to been there. But since you're already on the retirement plan, I'm thinking they might have something, but it's like only if you pay anything. We're not going to do anything, but if you do something.
Because usually they'll put that in there. They'll detail the process of if you want to adjust or do anything to it, this is how you do it. But if you don't, otherwise, most of the time you'll read the part of if you want to do something, you go, no, and then you just skim past it. So,
exactly.
So it's probably in there somewhere. You can probably do a lot more with it.
See, I was lucky because when I went to BioLegend and stuff on there, honestly, they actually said if you didn't do anything, they're automatically rolling you in Fidelity at 3% of your paycheck automatically. Now you can put it to 0, you can put it more, but automatically you're already in for 3%. So they already force you to be active in your decision. You know.
And see, at one of my old jobs, I had it designed that each year I had it increase 1% because I started at like 2%.
Yeah, that's
what I was going to be there, but each year I was there, then it'd move up 3, 4.
Yeah,
and I felt like if it got too high, I'd just be like, stop here. Stop.
Well, the idea for the 1% is that, I mean, I think for California, you're supposed to get a standard increase every year for inflation for about 5 to 6% already.
Well,
so if they keep that up without just doing normal raises or whatever, you doing a 1% should be covered theoretically.
Yeah,
But
given
when
the new
inflation's going
inflation,
up.
that's
Yeah.
questionable because they may have done something to put that on hold.
Yeah, that's the thing, because it's like they might do 1%, but it's like, yeah, we'll do this or whatever. But it's like, yeah, inflation's horrible, so it's like you're not really getting anything.
okay.
So
Well, I mean, I know it's accumulating money, so there is at least that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're still good.
Yeah.
they're still good. But I mean, honestly, if you're gonna go talk to them about this whole horrible curriculum thing, you should also be like, and let's talk about my retirement pension. What are we talking about matching contributions? Like, just go all in on it.
If worst case they seem confused, be like, what if I give you money? Then they'll quickly change their tune.
Right? Exactly. It's like, I'm going to pay in and you just have to match. It's saving you money.
Because I can promise you, it does not matter how terrible someone says, oh, I don't understand what you're saying, or I'm confused, or who are you? The moment you say something about, I'm about to give you money, suddenly they seem very aware that you need them for something.
Yeah.
And attention tends to gather.
Yeah.
Right? It's like they sobered up real quick. Real quick, like, what?
Well, I mean, I know for a fact that they are. Well, she's desperate AF. I mean, but like it's just it's so. I feel so bad for those students. I really do.
I mean, I would be too if they're on a scholarship and she's a foreigner too, right? I mean,
they're all exchange students. Some of them are
So-
like,
so that-
God.
ooh,
That
that's
so
horrible. because
sucks
of
for them.
visas, so we stop
Jesus.
there.
yeah.
Like, no, I do feel terrible for them. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. They can't be a normal American dropout who just gets high and just be a failure and go back home at Thanksgiving and lie. Like, nah.
Well,
They gotta
and
go.
let alone the amount of money that they're paying to be there.
Right? Like, going back.
to
like,
not-
there's
To not
nothing
get
to
anywhere
say
near
going
the
back
education
home.
they're supposed to be able to get, and they're going to pay all of that, and they're going to end up probably having to retake it or still get a tutor or something. And oh my God, that's so
Right?
horrible.
And they might be the first person in their family's back home, wherever, hella proud, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can see why that hurts. That's
Yeah. I'm just so all I can do is, like I said, all I can do is try.
You gotta help
to,
them on their
is-
homework, right? Because you said homework is a huge thing. So how much homework assignments, like you need, because there's no curve, you
No.
need to know the exact percentage where they're at now, how many homework assignments there's left to see if you can.
Well, okay. So how it works is promote. It breaks down to two points. This weird multiple 10 multiple choice questions, and then there is the coding assignment. And the coding assignment has some really stupid fucking too existing really stupid requirements and restrictions. Like, for instance, they have like this one assignment has them creating like a thing where they have to basically take in customer survey data from a made up grocery store, and then from there and then they'd have to basically sort which ones have from based on best reactions to worst reactions. So obviously you're going to need an array to put all that shit in there, and then you could use something like you'd use size up and the sort array function. Except for some fucking reason they're not allowed to use either of those. Like they have to make up their own algorithm bit to fucking do that. And I'm like, why? Why would you want to put that kind of unnecessary work? Oh, Doug, that's obviously to make the students like learn what would happen if they once that make their own stuff, right? That's the logic behind it. Except any sane programmer will be like, why the fuck would you want? That's like making your own game engine. Why would you do that when you have perfectly good game engines like Unreal 4 or that god awful piece of shit Unity? You can't. That's what the fuck would you want to do? Why the fuck would you want to make something up that's already there for you to use? And it's,
I mean, usually the only even reasonable thing you'd be able to do that for would be if you're literally needing to do something that none of the engines can do. But aside from that, you would never want to. You usually just hunt for the best that can do what you need it to do.
But, and it does not, and I wish I could say it ends there, but it really fucking doesn't. It's like the other requirements they have to have, they have to use like X amount, they have to use, shit. Because I don't have the, I don't have it in front,
in front of you.
because I don't have the book or the assignment in front of me. Otherwise, it like some of the fucking shit they use, some of the fucking restrictions just really did piss me off. Like nobody's.
Here's my thing. My thing is that when you're teaching a course, like if you're using this, like it's great that you could teach other people nice tips and tricks if you want to, if they want to learn that. But just teach them the basics. Like here's the basics, because especially with programming, it's like, look, they can program and do shit on their own, and they'll find out these little trips and trips. They'll go on the internet and learn it. But for right now, they're just trying to get past this fucking class. Mm-hmm. And you're fucking doing this shit like you're trying to teach them a fucking lesson. And I'm like, I'm not trying to learn this fucking lesson from you like you're fucking trying to teach me to go chase the chickens in Rocky. Like,
But I mean, that's the problem is depending on the schools, their curriculum's different. So depending on what they decide is the priority in what they're going to teach. Because like where he's at, there's a particular way they're going to teach it. If you go somewhere else, they may be like, you know, we don't worry about all this. We're more concerned about our students being comparable to go somewhere and work and be prepared. And so they may adjust their structure for that situation. And so he might have more leeway. But at this school, they're like, you got to do this. And so unless you do it that particular way, there's no leeway to even try to get in between there. And
well, see, that's why it's the difference between the UC schools and the Cal State here. UC schools, they're all about theoretical. It's all book learning, like, this is theoretical, you should know. While Cal State's, like Long Beach, I was supposed to go there, all that, they're about, hey, this is real world, get these internships. Hey, don't work harder, work smarter. You're going to get this shit. Or a manual, or a reference manual when you work at a job. Why the fuck am I going to have you memorize this, right? Like, you know.
yeah.
Two different thoughts, and that's the only problem I have with UCSD that I felt like was inferior to SDSU, which kind of forces them to do more practical, real world kind of thing, versus UCSD, like, hey, let's just theorize all this perfect solutions and shit, but then we just pump out a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
That.
And you know what really pisses me off about this class? It's not just C++ they were learning. They started with C#.
Wait,
They didn't even know how to fucking code in C#. Yeah, so they were like, oh, we're going to combine the two together in a 10-week thing.
In 10 weeks?
What?
Wait, how many times, in the 10 weeks, how many times a week do they go? Is it a 3-day a week class?
No, it's 1 day a week. It's 1 day a week, and I think it's for like an hour, or like an hour or two. Either way,
Even then, that's still not enough for both.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Because, like, for starters, like, I know what's going on with the projectile. It's fucked up because of the arrow. But I'll fix that later. Right now, like, one of the things I wanted to make sure I could do was make sure I could look in every direction. As you can see, my spine is actually rotating upward based on my mouse position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't change it to first person view when you go down, though.
No.
Wait,
well,
do you want to look around?
Oh, there's a way I can fix that. Shit, I'm trying to remember how I fixed that with, because because this dude had the same bit. I just have to go through the camera. Let me see. Use pawn control rotation. Is that... Do I use pawn control rotation? Okay, no. Class defaults. Well, worst case scenario, I'll fix that later. Or, you know what? For now, what I can do, I guess I could just move this a little closer. Or move this up and closer. Let's see how that works. It's alright, I guess. Not the end of the world. Actually, this looks a little better, considering. Doesn't hug the character's ass like a lot of games do. Yeah, but like, so the reason why you could change your stuff is that your attacks, like this right now, that's fire. Also, like I'm gonna have like 4 different abilities per, like
color.
Yeah. So this one will be like grass/acid, ice/ I don't know. Like I'm still thinking about that, and that's something I wanted to like talk to you guys about.
Here. But you have these colors on here. But you said there was other costumes, right? Will the other costumes change colors too to indicate?
No. Because this is a literal. I guess you can call this an homage to Mega Man. Yeah, I still like the Blue Bomber despite.
Blue Bomber, Rockman, XCX.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't blame you. I mean,
But it kind of
childhood.
looks more like
Really
Proto
connected
Man
to me
or
strong.
Blue.
For instance, let me get this.
Looks
guy.
like Blue's more Proto Man. His long lost brother.
Well, seeing as how you, well, yeah, this I'll show off too, because I have been kind of working on this dude.
Or it could be a fracking cyclone.
What?
Could be a fracking cyclone.
You know, that actually sounds like a good idea. Maybe we can do something with that.
Because of the eyes. Like, what the frack, man?
Well, the thing is, his eyes. Hold on, let me get this dude invisible again. Because his eye. I said no, not. Well, I'll probably make him not cast a shadow too, just to keep the renders. Just to keep the rendering. Just to keep the frame rate at decent. Maybe I should do that with the build, with the meshes too. Why didn't I think of that? Well, that's something to think about. Anyway, let me get this up and running. Let me get this color up and running.
Colors up and running.
See how the eyes change now?
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
But how does he get more eyes? That's my problem.
Well, how did Mega Man get that huge hand when he grabbed the block dropper from Mega Man 11? Even though it's supposed to be a Mega
a
Buster.
fucking robot. Like, he's a robot with a robotic arm. Like, I mean, like, it makes more sense that as a robot, whatever, the arm could change, components could change. But it's weird thinking that someone's going to go from one eye to more eyes. Because either you thought you were more efficient with one eye, or you would have had more eyes. Like,
You're just being a hater. But like another. Besides, no. But like in all honesty, though, keep in mind it's a comedy game. We can get away with a lot, especially if it's especially since it's set in the NSANE universe. Keep in mind one of the things I'm trying to like push. One of the things I'm trying to push in this game is something called Yoga Pants disease. No one knows what Yoga Pants disease is. Everyone's afraid of getting it, etc., etc. So, like, this is one of the other games you can control. Like, this is in the this is a costume in the cop station with all the Zambos, the SWAT dude. Currently, all he had, like, instead of giving this dude a revolver starting out the gate, this dude will have an automatic Uzi, and he'll have like this dude will have 3 different other guns.
Wait, are Uzi semi-automatic? So he has like a modified Uzi.
I'll show you the Uzi, but I didn't code it. I didn't give it any functionality yet. I think it's FPS bundle. Yes.
And I was saying, if we're gonna add extra eyes to the other guy, why don't you get the extra eyes like on his nipples? Like his nipples get extra eyes. Now he got 3 eyes, like 10.
But well, I kind of don't want to do that. Because, like, that would involve me, like, actually fucking with the texture work, and I don't have time for that, unless you want to do it, but, like, this is the weapon.
You could do like a tri-beam. It's like a tit
The
tri-beam. Tit tri-beam.
Oh, that tri-beam.
Why would I want to give the Mega Dude like a tri-beam? The dude's an homage to Mega Man. We try to make an homage to.
Well, Mega Man had a big blaster, or I'm thinking Wii U. Let's shoot that Hadouken, make it like some white breast milk, and then that way we can get the LGBTQ communities on our side, and they got the money.
Fuck!
What the hell?
Where's the okay, that's a weird ass leap in logic, but okay.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
I'm the only one here trying to get some sponsors.
Yeah, this is the SWAT dude as it stands. The dude can't do anything yet. One thing I have to look into, and I've never actually experimented with, I have a theory on how to do it, is recoil. The SWAT dude won't have any recoil, but you as the generic type person will. One thing I wanted to, because the generic, the base dude that you are, yes, he is shit because he only has like the bat and that revolver thing.
I thought he had a duster, right? He had a duster and a bat.
Yeah. You can
basically
like
Matt.
this dude can potentially buy every gun, whereas like the SWAT dude's just restricted to those guns. Like this dude can have a katana, whereas the SWAT dude doesn't have any melee weapons whatsoever. I was thinking about giving him a nightstick, but like nah, that's stupid.
Why don't you give him cat eyes and have him do karate across the stage like Nightman?
Well, he does have a kick. He kicks like his kick. The SWAT dude's kick will push whatever's close to his back because he's primarily a ranged person.
Ah, okay.
He can throw grenades. If that makes
Throw
sense.
grenade.
Yeah, let him throw a grenade. Like some of the
grenade.
I'll chat it up with you guys more off camera in terms of like what else I intend to do. But primarily what but hopefully by next week, because I'm not gonna work on the Mega Dude and stuff right now, because I really want to get the Souls-like combat out of the way, because it's just stepping forward and swinging, like, you know what I mean? You know how you can like when you swing your weapon in Dark Souls or / Hellpoint, you take one step forward, you hit it again, you take another step forward. I think I know how to clone that, but I haven't tried it yet. I don't want to show it I don't want to show it on camera yet because like that might, because if my theory is wrong, then I'll be trying to tweak it, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Plus, I don't think I have all the animations that I want for the, because like, in all honesty, you know what? I'll do this. No, I'm gonna edit that part out. Do I want to grab? Because I'm just gonna grab another. I think I'm just gonna grab a night type character, rather than use the ones Mixamo has, because the ones Mixamo has it's kind of shit. And then go from there. But in any case, other than that, I mean, like. Wait, Captain, did you see you saw the updated Horsey Poop Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, like, nothing really else I wanted to show off other than, like, the surprise Mega Dude. And I still have to work on the Wizard I still have to work on the Wizard person, which won't be that much of a hassle, considering. The Wizard Dude is... all he does is just magic. And we could like, talk on which kind of magical casts we can... that dude can have. Either
I don't know, that Wizard Dude in the regular show was pretty crafty.
Wait, what?
Remember that Wizard Dude in the regular show? He was pretty crafty.
Well, yeah, that's one thing. Well, you know what? Hey, hear me out on this one.
Uh-huh.
Let's end this Dev Diary episode now, and then we get together for Slap Lounge, and we can just talk wacky wacky magical stuff during while slab lounging.
I don't care. I'm not doing anything. Well, I am doing something. I'm talking to you, but like I'm not doing anything else.
Not doing stuff.
Don't worry, I'll probably change the topic up during slab lounge anyway. But that's just ideal. But most likely we'll just get together like earlier than usual to talk like what kind of magical casts we want to do, as well as what kind of attacks the Mega Guy can have, as well as how like Dog Mech, like what kind of attacks Dog Mech will have based on those colors as well. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
In any case, end it here, narrator. And there you have it, game designers. Tune in next week for Mad Hen Games develops Insane Heroes.